Now, I'm wearing this Michigan sweatshirt as a big diehard Michigan fan, and the topic today is kind of about Michigan. A lot of what I'm familiar with on this certain topic is about Michigan and schools around Michigan, and it would be, as my title here says, it's just a game. Okay, at the end of the day, it's a bunch of young kids, young men, running around getting paid with an education. They hate that term, but to especially giving themselves the opportunity to have a larger platform to make more money and succeed in life and have brotherhood and throw around an oval shaped thing of pigskin, dried leather and pigskin. I say this because there's been a lot of animosity and vitriol between the Michigan and Michigan State programs. Not even Ohio State, as crazy as it is. It's a game. Should we have guys ganging up on a player in the tunnel, bashing his skull in with helmets on like an 8-on-1 like gang style jump attack? No. Is it because they're emotional? It sucks. It's a rivalry game. Should they be getting arrested and being pressed charges? Probably not. When you watch that video and you see the kid with the helmet going nuts, I mean, that's ridiculous. That guy, maybe. Right? If that happens on the field, no one cares, really. Myles Garrett didn't face assault charges. Should he have? Probably. Who knows? As pointed out by Adam Schefter, assault. It's just a game. Right? The NFL level, I would almost expect it more to be like, Mason Rudolph sues him. Right? Of course, the Michigan player that got jumped, I believe he got concussed and missed a game or two. But, it sucks, right? Obviously for him and his family. They have a right to sue him, but Harbaugh going out there going, we're going to pursue all legal action. I almost think that plays when you lose. Now that's going to seem like a sore loser thing, but you beat your rival. And I know a lot of my good Michigan State friends are going to love me saying this, for the first time in what seems like a millennium. And, it's almost a rarity to beat Michigan State at this point. God, I hate saying that. Wow, that hurt. It's just a game, okay? We don't need to be settling things in a courtroom. Okay, would I love that everyone chills out and does fine? Yes. Is it ironic that Michigan fans, not most Michigan fans I know, a lot of them that are like, oh, they should be, lock up, throw them in the jail and lock the key, these thugs, blah, 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 blah. The language of thugs and gangs itself, I don't even want to get into. I think the reasonable people know what's going on there. I know I used gang earlier. I was talking about gang up on. You look at what's happening with Hunter Dickinson in Michigan State. He was on a podcast of Barstool, and they insinuated, jokingly, not serious, and the fact that people think it's serious is kind of ridiculous, that, Izzo's like Hitler. When you think about it, not like Hitler, but like a lot of these coaches are like, could be like third world dictators, like guys like, Dabo using like the cult of God and sort of thing going on, being like, oh, Jesus wants us to have this recruit. Amen. Things like that's a little interesting to me. He comparing him to Hitler, maybe the worst possible thing you could have done. If you compared him to like, I don't know, The Dictator in the movie The Dictator, something funny like that, people would realize it's a joke. You can't joke with Hitler, dude. Come on. I'll probably get demonetized, even though I'm not monetized yet by saying Hitler so many times in the video. But people should be able to appreciate the villain. Like, Mo Wagner was a villain, all right? He's a total dickhead. Like, obviously watching what he was doing against and getting knocked out by Killian Hayes, the one time he ever used his right hand. Great tweet. I forgot who it was. Unbelievable tweet. Because, Killian Hayes only used his left hand. Pistons guard got in a fight with Mo Wagner, ex-Michigan man. And it's really interesting, now that Michigan fans have to, kind of disavow their guy. That's always fun when the Michigan State guy does something to a pro team, whatever. But I know it's a rivalry. There's respect between Michigan and Ohio State. Like I respect those guys. They've done a lot of good things. You know, in terms of that. But Michigan State and Michigan's like a disgusting, dirty back alley brawl, right? It's almost never about respect. You know, we don't respect them. They don't respect us. It's kind of how it works. The whole little brother narrative. Do I love it? No. Do I love pissing off Michigan State fans on Twitter by trolling that? Absolutely. Who wouldn't? Come on. Do we beat them ever on the grass? No. Do we beat them on the hardwood? Often. The game today is going to be awesome. And I hope Michigan State fans can appreciate what Hunter Dickinson's done to the rivalry, because it's one of the best rivalries, if not the best rivalry in basketball right now. I know people like to talk about, Notre Dame, UNC. That's just so national and like a big one now. It'll take a step back without the legendary coaches there. It's still a big rivalry, don't get me wrong. But I think Michigan State's got to be like number 2, maybe, in college basketball. I mean, it's going to be like LeBron returning to the Cavs level hate for Hunter Dickinson in the stands, with him talking about all the smack about Wisco and all the other teams. But that's what you want in college sports, is these rivalries. Like Hunter Dickinson getting on a podcast and talking smack is awesome, I think. Obviously, it's, look here, of course it's awesome, right? But just in general for the sport. That's what I want, Do I want people, like if Hunter Dickinson, runs a traffic light or does something stupid, do I want that becoming politicized and Michigan State people being like, he needs to go to prison? No. Mazi Smith got, charges pulled against him. Was there some shenanigans pulled to keep him on the football field? No proof either way. Would it, if he didn't happen to be a good player for Michigan football, would he have probably either faced charges or a trial, or, everything would have been sped up by now? Likely, yes. Is that right? Probably not. Do I know anything about the situation more than Mazi Smith got arrested and it's kind of been swept under the rug in terms of what I've seen on Twitter and social media? I know nothing about it. I hate commenting on something like this because we know in this world, especially when it comes to, certain people, you can't get accusations away from you ever, right? This kid's going to try to go pro, and, him owning a gun, again, not getting political, him owning a gun and not using it, like, is that a big deal in my opinion? Not really, but is there more to the story? Probably. So I don't really want to comment, right? Michigan State fans like retweeting it and trying to get this kid thrown into prison and, ruining his life is ridiculous. Michigan fans that want the kid that bashed his helmet in going to prison and ruining his life is also ridiculous. Should he probably have gotten suspended? Yes, I think he did. Did he get kicked off the team? I believe he did. Let him transfer portal to some smaller school in the Southwest or something, and let him get out of here, change your location, build your career back up, and people probably forget, right? What I'm trying to beg to both fan bases, and this is probably applies to other places around the country, if you know of them, please let me know and comment them down below. Settle it on the field, have a good thing, and then you can joke about it after the game. Like I was at a holiday dance ball thing, and I talked for about 45 minutes with one of my biggest rivals growing up, the one Ohio State kid I knew in high school, and I was, we talked to him for about 45 minutes. Half an hour about how good it is for the rivalry. He even was saying this, right? This is an Ohio State kid. How, he can now appreciate and step back how good it is for the conference and for everything around the rivalry that Michigan's actually shut up and beat him a few times. And I appreciate him. That's why I was rooting for Ohio State probably a little bit more than I should have against Georgia, because it sucks you got to root for your main rival, but it's good for the conference. What I'm trying to say in this video, and I'm going to keep getting a little derailed by anecdotes because that's just how I am as a person, and hopefully it's what helps this channel take off, is settling on the field, okay? I'm going to try to edit this and get it out before the Michigan basketball game where Michigan's going to win and beat Michigan State. It's going to be a great thing. I hope it's funny chance making fun of Hunter, find funny bad pictures of him, whatever. Will he embrace the villain role? I think he will. That photo of him with blood all over his face against Penn State the other day, where he's smirking, he's hilarious. If he just comes out and if this is just what it is. If he scores or does some crazy thing and does a why are you not entertained thing, or why so serious in the press conference or something, That'd be great. Because, like, Izzo was talking about the whole situation and goes, oh, we have two tunnels. Dude, grow up. Okay. That's kind of funny. But, like, at the same time, like, what are we doing here? Even just re-saying it to myself that it's pretty funny. So, I'd rather that's a good way, I think, to handle it. He kind of joked and smirked about it. So I'm going to recant what I just said live. But, yeah, it's good for the sport, these rivalries. Just keep them on the field, man. I don't want anything stupid. Like, what's a good example? The Auburn guy that poisoned the tree, or Alabama guy that poisoned the tree. What the hell are you doing, man? Keep it on the field. I don't care that it's a tree, but just on the field. Like, don't be doing dumb things. Let's settle on the field. Let's have fun poking each other on Twitter. Let's not get stupid, okay? That's just that. Go Blue. Beat darn Michigan State today. It's going to be an unbelievable experience. Anyone that's in attendance, I wish I could, but can't go to Breslin, man. Can't. Go Blue. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. And keep it on the field, man. Just keep sports fun. It's just kids.